So very, very pleased to be joined once again by our resident Sheddies, Andy of the Dunning in Stoke and Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. How are you both doing?
Hi, yeah.
A bit warm, isn't it?
It is a bit warm. Hello to our Spotify listeners, but also, as we said last week, our YouTube viewers, because we're also now on YouTube. If you are listening or watching on YouTube and you don't even know what the Ale and Audio podcast is, then it's something, it comes out every Friday. It's like this, but it's got lots of music in it and other stuff as well. This is just the sort of pub shed chat, beer chat, quizzes, games section of it where I've got these...
Nonsense.
Nonsense. I've got these two on every week, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have to start dressing up properly. I mean, I normally do it naked.
Yeah, you better hurry up. Dave's got a basketball game in the morning. Come on.
Can you? I've had to do my hair. I'm going to have to start charging you for hair wax now this time of night.
Put your makeup on as well. Have you put one of them bibs round and like give yourself a bit of powdering so you don't get shine the lights? Yeah.
Did you both have good weekends anyway?
Mine was rubbish.
Rubbish?
Oh,
Yeah.
mine was amazing.
Why was it rubbish? Go on then, tell us why it was rubbish.
It was rubbish because it's over.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Because I've just been on the best trip, farm trip at Rivington. Somebody described it as if Carlsberg did beer festivals, they wouldn't be even close to how good Rivington was. Amazing. 3 days of non-stop beverages from everywhere, and because it's on a farm, it's literally like 4 different parts to it as well. So there's like a bit under the trees, a big giant teepee, a tunnel tent, and then the main tap room itself, and you kind of jump between. But the food as well was excellent. So yeah, recovering. I've literally got back today as of recording. So I'm a bit ropey. So I'm actually only having soft drink because I finished yesterday. Yesterday evening I finished on tasting with a brewery called Three Sons from Florida. The beer is so expensive that they're limited to only 12 people to take part in the tasting, and imperial stouts of 14%, 14.4%, 14.9%, and 14.6% with various different adjuncts, flavors. Dave, you would have hated it. It looked like crude oil as you poured it out of the glass, out of the bottle.
It sounds like my favourite part of the beer festival.
Yeah, by far part of the day. But amazing. If you ever thought about going and you haven't been, go, because it's great. I've got a little sample menu of all the beers, and I barely scratched the surface, and I was there for 3 days. That's how many breweries, and you can see just the list, and it's just endless. There was like in each place there was about 8 or 9 beers on at any given point, and there's still some I missed. Yeah,
best beer of the weekend then.
I guess it's going to have to be one of them. Three Sons. I mean, they did do it. There was one sour, Dave, which was peach bling ring that Three Sons had made, really thick and looked like breakfast juice, tasted like breakfast juice. Was 9.5%.
Did I see that Vault City were there?
Yeah, Vault City were there. Sam had a couple of their ones, raspberry lemonade sour. She just went, oh, that's good. That didn't last very long. Their actual collab that they did, Riverton and Beak, for the actual farm trip beer of the year, that's super tasty. And you may be finding one in the post to you at some point. So don't buy it, because I'll post it. But yeah, brilliant. Can't. It's super chill. You can't really explain it because you can't. There's like a bit of live music on, a bit of music in the background. DJ on playing Christmas songs Saturday night. The weirdest thing you've ever seen in fucking September.
Weren't Richard Parker it?
Everybody loved it. But everybody was also well oiled at that point.
Short period of time. Yeah. It's a t-shirt as well. Have you been there and bought the t-shirt? Is that what you've got on?
I've been there, bought the t-shirt. Yeah. Typical professional wristbands still on.
Jacob's wristband.
Did you see any other of our Instagram beer lovers there?
No, made new beer friends. It's always the best. I saw a couple. Jen Miss Stout, was on the other week with Joe. Bumped into her.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of other people that sort of passed by. I think like between when you were in different tents, and because it's spread out, you see people from a distance and kind of wave and things like that. But
would you go saying it's the Glastonbury of beer festivals?
Yeah, it's probably that. Yeah, it's that good. But the weather was like today. Like I think they've been on. This is the third year they've done it. The first year was a bit of cold and a bit rainy. Last year was a bit of a washout, but I don't think they could have asked for better weather. They pushed it back a weekend to try and get better weather, and I think it's worked. So keep an eye on it if they're going to do it again. They usually announce it, I think March time, April. I'm going to say. But yeah,
definitely.
Brilliant.
Just sounds like the place to be this weekend. There you go.
Yep.
Dave, what did you get up to? I'm guessing you stopped by Pinsent's at some point.
I did, Friday and Sunday. Went and met Craig Johnson and his wife Laura at the Brew Beaks Festival, beer festival in Leicester. Had a couple of pints with them, and then just chilled in the bar in the evening.
Very good.
Just
and
a chilled weekend.
What you on now?
It's lemonade.
You're both. You're not really. I'm not having that. You're not.
Yeah. That's definitely lemonade.
He's on lemonade as well. Look at the
Yeah.
the weekends you two must have had, and it's sun shining. I thought the one.
I think my liver's going to have a holiday.
Look, we all tell ourselves, don't we, on a Monday? Oh, but I know we're recording beer podcast. We need to have a beer.
Time this comes out Friday, we were like gasping for a first drink. Dave will be already smearing the glass at Pinsent's, like open up.
To be fair, I'm going to Newcastle.
Have you got a key cut? Yeah. You must have a key for the place.
I got tradesman's entrance.
That's hard. In the back door. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going Newquay next week, so I need to have a bit of a calm before the storm.
It's been so hot today that I didn't even consider not having a beer tonight. It was always going to happen. I've gone for proper fruit. We had this a few weeks back on the show. Little Mesters, proper fruity pale ale. Lovely. Very nice.
At least somebody's propping up the ale part of this podcast.
Yeah. Dave looks like he's ready to fall asleep in that deck chair. It's amazing.
I could have quite easily been like you two, though, and been on soft drinks today because we did the Soccer Saturday drinking games that day. I pulled out Fulham, Norwich, and Coventry. Coventry finished 3-3 with Watford. Or was it Norwich that finished 3? No, Norwich lost 2-1. That were right. Norwich lost 2-1 to Rotherham. I mean, come on. 2-1 to Rotherham. Rotherham did me
You were
over.
saying after Stoke had played Rotherham in the week and we beat them 6-1, the commentators kept saying, these guys have got to play Norwich at the weekend.
I know.
So much shows how much we know.
Norwich were doomed when I pulled them out of the hat. And then obviously nobody wants Fulham when they're playing Man City. No one wants Fulham anyway. And then, Coventry, they drew 3-3. Now, let me just tell you the rules of some of these. So this is what happens in Soccer Saturday. You draw 3 teams each from a possible 30-odd teams on the day. Right? You have a shot every time your team concedes. So you can add up that I had quite a few just from that alone. 2 shots if a player representing one of your teams is sent off. Not sure if that happened to me or not. 2 shots if a player representing your team scores an own goal. 2 shots if one of your teams misses a penalty. That happened. Thank you, Coventry. 3 shots. 3 shots if a player scores a hat-trick against any of your teams. So not only did I have to have a shot for each of the goals that went in that Haaland scored, I then had to have a treble because of his hat-trick. So there you go. And then you've also got this ridiculous... It used to be called the left-back rule, but because formations have changed, it's now the left-centre-back, if you know what I mean. So, and Nathan Aki scored, so... Yeah,
the 15 shots.
I broke records, apparently, because outside of that, there are also nomination shots for if someone goes 3 up. Who did people decide to nominate after I was well on the way? Obviously me. So I think I ended up in the region of around 18. And the shots, they're just short of a 25 mil, because in the olden days, before we got technical, we just used to do it in the cap of a Jägermeister lid. and I've measured it out in an actual shot measure, and it's just short of a 25 mil, only just. So, yeah, not good. So yeah, I wasn't out for it. I was supposed to be hosting the boxing later on, but yeah, that didn't happen. Just go bed early.
It's the next year anyway.
Yeah, this is why we're only allowed to do it once a season now. All the wives read us right out.
And what you did do is, in all of that, you missed Sheffield Wednesday's first point of the season.
I did it on their second screen. There's nothing.
I bet you were going bonkers.
That little owl with dancing about, bless him. Twoo.
If anybody wants the game, the rules for that drinking game, if anyone's brave enough, I'll send.
No, you're right.
Send me a message. I'll send him. They're all typed up. Like on a
laminated,
carved in stone or whatever. Yeah. That's it.
Like the 12 commandments of Saturday drinking. Yeah.
That's it. So, we ready for a quiz?
Yeah.
Squeeze. Welcome to the Big Pub Shed Quiz with your host Jimbo and your contestants Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. It's the quiz that's about beer.
Everybody raves about.
Of course it is, yeah, definitely.
Quiz that keeps on quizzing.
It's the quiz that everybody wants to be involved with.
Yeah, exactly.
When Dave gets locked in the pub, somebody has to step in.
Yeah, I'll apologise for my very short notice holiday request last week.
I'm at a barbecue, he said to me and Jimbo.
It's all right. He had a verbal warning.
Then he had him I told him go in the NHR office. Told him.
My wages docked.
We had him doing lines.
That's it. Yeah.
I will not call in sick again.
Yep. And today he's gone and forgot his unit. Look at him. He's in his vest and pants today.
I'm
He isn't even in his pants. It's just the vest.
Yeah.
Can't stand up. It's on YouTube now. He can't stand up.
I was going to say business at top and party below.
It is hot outside. You've got to leave it swinging.
That's why dirty work come from behind the bar.
No, they're hotter than Satan's arse pocket, mine are.
Right then, question number 1. Pens at the ready. It's
eyes down, look in.
That's it. Multiple choice. What have beer scientists concluded this week? A, that holding a pint of beer in your left hand is better for your health. B, that beer goggles don't exist. Or C, waiting 10 minutes after your pint has been served to drink it results in less flatulence. Scientists have concluded one of those things. I'm not sure why it needed scientists to conclude any of those things and what the importance of it was. But anyway.
Because who actually cares?
They could be preparing for the next pandemic or whatever, you know. But no. These important things are taking place.
I've seen old men sit and watch a bitter for hours, and they still let rip, don't they? So that's I'm chalking that one off.
What about something about holding a beer? What most do you? Have you got a particular hand that you go for?
Whichever's closest.
There used to be a rule, isn't there? You know, I don't think I've.
Used to do left hand drinking only, thumbs down, right hand drinking.
Whichever.
No elbows on the table. Whichever's the steadiest, yeah.
You don't want to spill a pint, do you?
It's not which is closest, so if pint's there, right, to the left.
What are we saying then?
I'm going to say goggles.
Goggles?
Because I've been wearing these goggles for many years, and I never noticed the difference.
So the idea that beer goggles, obviously the idea that the more you drink, the more attractive other people look to you. So... there you go. Dave, are you going with a different one or the same one?
No, I'll go with the hand that you drink from.
Any reasoning behind that?
Just as a guess. Just
as a guess, all right. Has anybody got it right? Somebody has got it right, but who's got it right? It's Andy. Yeah. So they did some. I mean, imagine being part of those experiments. Yeah. Have 8
Oh,
pints. Have 8 pints. We're going to bring these, lasses
Like
in.
Naked Attraction, where they just drop the thing. Is this person now better looking? Like that.
I mean, see, now we're on YouTube. These are kind of games we can play. Naked Attraction with a pub shed community. Probably
Nope.
not.
I'm out. I'm busy. I'm at a barbecue. I'm putting my annual leave in.
I was at a barbecue.
So yeah, well done. It's the beer goggles one. There you go. Well done. Andy's got himself a point. Next question then. And well, you know what Heineken are like for inventing things, aren't they? The ones that have like made like shoes with Heineken in the heels and stuff to do with shoelaces, and they've done stuff in the past, haven't they? Like invention wise. Well, they're at it again. What creation of Heineken launched this week? It's either A, their very own onesie, ready for Christmas. You can get yourself a Heineken onesie, ready for Christmas. B, a Heineken firework. Or C, a gaming beer fridge. So which one of those things have Heineken launched this week? Dave, any thoughts?
I want to say a gaming beer fridge.
Why?
Just because I know you can already buy a Samsung fridge with like a great big tablet stuck to the front of it and cameras all inside it, and you can see what's in it without going in it.
When you could just open the door.
Yeah, but that's not too much effort.
Was that the last warning? Last order's lights just got off in your shed.
I think so. It was her that
Somebody's just flashed the lights at time.
It was Alexa. It was her.
Oh no.
Yeah. She perked up. Don't know what I've done wrong. But anyway. So you've seen beer fridges by Samsung before then, Dave?
Well, normal fridges by Samsung, so I imagine that it's something that's doable.
I mean, if you've got your beer-filled shoes, then probably you'd go with your onesie as well to go with your shoes at Christmas. So I don't know what this onesie would look like. I guess it's really wide at the top.
Yeah.
So they
must
can
be like green,
big head on it.
Yeah. So, Dave, you're going with a gaming one, are you?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the onesie.
Going with a onesie. Has anybody got it right? Somebody has got it right, but who's got it right? It's Dave. 1-1 makes it interesting. Yes, it's all about apparently. It helps to keep your computer and your beers cold. So it's combining the fridge technology with the technology they need to keep, because obviously games nowadays are really powerful things, aren't they? I mean, I don't play games anymore, but like
I'm playing games now, son.
Well, apart from this game, obviously. So yeah, but anyway, there you go. Next question is multiple choice again. Dead Man's Fingers Rum has teamed up with which fast food chain to create a new rum? It's either A, Popeyes, B, KFC, or C, Burger King. Let's go over to Andy first this time.
I've seen it. KFC.
KFC. Dave, did you already know?
KFC.
I wonder if does it pour out like the chicken gravy?
It's apparently it's 11 herb and spice rum. I'd be tempted to try it. I think I don't know what it is. You'd be expecting
spice rum is a thing anyway, so surely they've just like added some herbs to it and ramped up spices a bit.
Something like the
spiced up your life.
A bit like the Jack Daniel's sauce thing, isn't it? They kind of like Jack Daniel's sauce. Is it what do you call it? TGI Fridays and all that. They have the Jack Danielsy stuff, don't they?
I bought another hot sauce while I was at Riverton because I bought one last time I was there. Where it got Hanabaro chilies in it with their beer, so they mixed the Never Known Fog Like It and hot chili sauce, and it blows your face off. So I thought I'd give another go, another one they've done, and they've done he says it's a Christmas variation of it, so it's a coffee porter that they made, and and chili. I haven't tasted it yet, but I guess he's going to blow his face off.
So is that Riverton's own sauce then that they make
It's
sauce?
a company called Devil's Sauces. I think they're based Leeds way, I think. But he's got loads of different ones. He'd got one with Carolina Reaper on, which I was like, I'm not even trying that. It's not worth risking with festival toilets, is it?
Yeah, have it at home, where you're in earshot of your toilet.
Have it while I'm sitting in the toilet.
Exactly. Yeah. Do that. Okay. Next then. Hold on. We set not yet. 2 minutes.
No, a couple of more minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes until Fuss Club time for Dave to get his order in. Okay then. I'll tell you what. Big question. The big question.
The big question.
So we asked people a few weeks ago about their drinking superstitions. Have you got any superstitions, Dave or Andy?
Drink until get drunk.
Anything that you do when you're going out drinking? You've got a particular superstition or anything like that? Anything that you're careful of or over? No,
I've got no lucky pants or anything like that.
No.
They went many years ago.
Not many people did, to be fair. It was a big question, but there weren't many big answers. Not many people had drinking superstitions, but I wanted to know. There was a few. But what was the most popular answer? Was it A, always make eye contact when toasting? B, having a beer mat, always having a beer mat? Or C, have a poo before you go out?
Tactical poo.
That sounds like a good idea, that does.
So while Dave goes and checks his Fuss Club, because it's now 7
We'll
o'clock.
ponder it.
We will ponder it. YouTube viewers, you get to stay and watch the pondering. But you also miss out on the amazing music on the Ale and Audio podcast. So there you
Is
go.
that available on Spotify as well for those YouTube videos?
Yep. So there we go.
Yeah, but you get bonuses on this one.
Get your order in, Dave.
I'm just waiting for the Fuss Club website to come back on.
I'm going to get on there and order them quick.
You ordering some, Donny?
I'm cleaning them out of ones that you're after.
There is something that I saw weeks ago that I need to and I'm going to leave this in the uncut version for those people that make the effort to watch the uncut version. Uncut version of this.
For those who know.
Yes. Let me hold on. I screenshotted it because I thought it was hilarious. So you know the humble pub shed groups. Sometimes, occasionally, you see an odd post on there, don't you? Or someone asking a question. Where is it? Or maybe not.
Can't find it now. Anticlimax. Could you be left it in?
Oh, I've got it.
He's here.
Are you ready then?
He's here, the lad.
This was a post on the Humble Pub Sheds group, which I do like. It's probably my favourite.
On Facebooks.
Yeah, on Facebook. It's one of my favourite of those pub shed groups. It's a bit smaller, and it's about, pub sheds, like little sheds. Made of wood, yeah. Not actual nightclubs, that kind of thing. So this is what it was. I'm not going to name the person who wrote this, but...
not going to name names and name people.
Not going to point fingers and name names, but Dave Hardy.
This is the post. I'm getting sick and tired of my friends drinking too much and urinating in my pub shed sink. My wife says the pub will have to go unless this behaviour stops at once. Any advice is welcome.
Yep. Remove the sink.
Remove your friends.
Fucking pissing
Get a bath outside.
Why? It can't be that big a pub shed that someone wants to stand there pissing next to you where you probably sat having a drink.
I'd fucking flick his knob.
Like that, Dave.
Yeah, you would though, wouldn't you? Just walk up and bang. Or get your bottle out the knife that you have for your bottling.
Does anybody else in our pub shed community? Everyone's really nice in our pub shed community, but does anyone have that issue where people come round and wee where they shouldn't in your pub shed environment? I mean, I'm lucky.
Just the dogs.
I'm lucky because my toilet's like joined onto the kitchen, so it's like it's right there. You don't have to go very far to the toilet. So the wife still gets annoyed that people, don't take the shoes off. It's a small space going through, but anyway, still, it's better than pissing outside your shed or in your sink if you've got a sink in your pub shed. Might be a big pub shed if you've got a sink. Maybe.
Amazing.
Maybe.
Amazing. It's like it's actually miles away from his house. He lives on a farm. It's not a pub shed, it's a barn. And it's like 2 fields away.
Have you got your fuss club order, Dave?
Yeah, I'm just paying for it now.
Send us your card details, Dave.
Right, done. I've added some other ones actually into it as well.
Oh, got carried away.
This is how it gets you.
So I have ordered 2 of the triple stack breakfast waffle sours, one for me, one for a bloke at work. Can of that done blobbing from Sure Shot. And trust me, it's free fitting from Sure Shot as well. Really
had a beer from
Sure Shot.
Yeah, the beer from them on. I was chatting with Will at Sure Shot and had one of their new releases on Friday, which is Number One Guy. Probably one of the best beers, in my opinion. It was really good.
They're on fire, Sure Shot, recently, aren't they? Doing a lot of good stuff.
You
can get, like I said to you, I think we said before, you can go on their website and get mixed boxes of different ones if you want to taste different ones, but none of them are like, there's a handful of beers that are kind of up percentage-wise, but the rest are kind of easy. Their idea is to make really enjoyable, different, easy drinking beers, and that's what they're doing. So
I really want to get hold of a Sure Shot glass though next. I know they sold them on the website, but then you have to just do an order just for that.
Here we are, look.
YouTube!
She is like, what the hell is going on here? And I've got the hiccups. Not look happy.
She just float away to you.
Yeah, Hate is the other side of me.
Then see.
She just floats.
Peter Pan visited at night.
Yeah. Not even bothered with crawling or walking, just going straight to floating. Straight to flying.
I've cut this out to YouTube.
Right.
I'm back. We're ready.
Back to the big question. People's drinking superstitions. So the question was we didn't get loads of answers for this because it turns out most people don't really have any particular superstitions other than get hammered, which is not really superstition. But anyway,
I knew a guy once who had to have a 12-pack of Fosters before he went out. I don't know if that was a superstition or he was from Yorkshire, but
was that just
he used to have a 12-pack of Fosters and then we'd be like, we can go now.
Maybe, yeah. That might can count that.
It might count. I don't know.
So I think we can count it. The possible options then were always make eye contact when toasting, having a beer mat, always, or having a poo before you go out. Now, all of those things were said, but which was the most popular of those answers? As in, which was the most common answer of all those?
I think Dave's going dumb, so
yeah.
I'm gonna say the beer mat one because I've seen a lot of people like go for put beer on tables and then is there a beer mat shuffle?
That's when you get the poltergeist stuff in it, when you ain't got a beer mat in certain pubs that have got slightly wonky floors and your pint just sort of slides off and lands in your lap. And then everyone's like, there's a ghost. No, you just needed a beer mat. See, aquaplanes, doesn't it? If the table's wet as well, it's like aquaplane.
That's very scientific of you, this.
Thank
you.
You.
Informative.
I'm going to be working with those scientists from earlier on.
Yeah, beer goggles and aquaplaning pints.
So, did anybody get it right? No. The most popular answer was always make eye contact when toasting. That was one thing that was the most popular thing that out of all the answers, that was the common thing that came up. So there you go. Good stuff. Speaking of the big question, this week's the question for next week, which is people have been voting on this current week, because we're always a week behind with a big question. It's a great question. We spoke about it last week, didn't we, Dave, Andy, about glassware and stuff, and we spoke about Allegra glasses in particular. So the big question this time is, what's your favourite type of glass for beer? So it's on there, and you you can find it. You can ask me, and you can have a look and vote for it yourself if you want. It'll still be on there for the next few days.
Did you see the craft beer wankers put TQ on there? That'll be it.
So,
is there like a level of like craft beer wankers?
Yeah, it's Liam's Beer did the levels of craft beer wankerism, and he repeats it now and again to see if anybody has scaled the charts. And I think number 9 on there owns at least one TQ glass.
What's that then? I don't know that. That is not even on the form. What is it?
TQ glass is a stemmed glass.
Stemmed, yeah.
I might have got it on. Maybe different.
Basically, a wine glass.
Hold on a minute. Hold it up. I can't see a minute. Where is it? Oh yeah.
It's like a wine glass.
Yeah.
So I'm at least a 9 on the wankerism scale.
Yeah, I've got the same glass.
Yeah. And if the only way you can get to number 11 is being Hennock from Omnipolo.
Well, we'll talk about this next week. We'll have a bit more of a glassware chat. So now though, it's time for this guy.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddy Mercury.
Hey up.
Oh, right. Okay, Sheddy Mercury.
Oh.
No, you know what it is? I've just realised that I can't have any more beer because I didn't get a chance to go shop today. I need to do it, not a big shop, but a medium shop. So
you mean a small beer shop?
You're saying is you've got a pub shed which currently
and
got
you've
no
run
beer
out of beer?
No, not beer. I've got plenty of beer. I need to go and do the food shop.
Oh.
Food
tonight.
Shop. Yes, I should have done it. I didn't have time. Because right. Just pause. Let's pause from Sheddy Mercury a brief second. My rabbits dug a metre-long hole in the garden last night under lawn. Tried to escape. Like it was like Pablo or whatever you call him, El Chapo, is it? Honestly, couldn't find him anywhere. Found him in this massive hole that they've been digging for the last few days. So I've been filling that in my spare shopping time today. So
have you been using Bags for Life?
Stuffing them down. Yeah.
Do you know what you need to do? You get yourself on Morrison's, £15 off your first shop.
Yes. We'll come on to that.
Give Martin a nudge in a minute. We'll see where best go.
We'll get to Martin Bruce in a bit.
Good
right.
luck,
Okay, so here we go then. Sheddy Mercury time. Have a listen. It's for anyone on YouTube who's just found us and doesn't know what all this is about. Sheddy Mercury is our pub shed singer, club singer, but our pub shed singer, and he sings things, and you've got to guess what the artist is and the song title from his amazing, great singing. You might not agree with that, but I think it is. So here we go then, and it's always something to do with our theme. Our song request theme in our Spotify version of the show is this time Ready theme songs. So it's going to be a song that's got some sort of link to the word ready, okay? And it could have been played at any point in today's show. Could have been played already, could be played later on. So here we go then. Take it away, Sheddy Mercury. Sheddy did admit that this was a challenging one for him this week. By the way, I think we're on 2-2, aren't we? We're all square, aren't we? I think
we're wearing 2-2s, yeah.
Yeah, all square. So this is a big question. So
I think I've got it.
Okay, we're gonna Dave before we play.
Listen again. Dave might have it too.
All right, one more time ago. Take it away, Sheddy Mercury.
What's his wreck my? What's his wreck my? What's his wreck my? Sam.
There you go. That was Freddie Mercury. Dave, I'm going to let you have a guess because I know Andy's definitely got it. Dave, you were getting a bit closer. I could see you were working.
He was singing it.
Yeah.
It's TJ and Duncan, isn't it? Get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready.
Let's get ready to rumble.
It ran. Yeah. It ran in
Steady. And rumble.
Everybody rumble.
Are we going to have a Dick and Ed version of it?
No.
Let's get ready to get drunk. Get drunk.
So yeah, it's all square still. So we're gonna have a game of Through the Glory Hole in just a moment. But first, it's time for.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewers.
Yes, time for Martin Brewis, money-saving beer expert. Newish feature we started to help people save a little bit of money on their beer shops and stuff. Now, this could be sort of like premium, high-quality beer that we're finding deals at breweries, or it could just be simply things that are on offer at the minute at the supermarket. Help you with your fridge fillers and all that. Shall I kick us off?
Yeah.
Start with the quality. You start with the quality stuff.
Yeah, because I'm going right deep down to the depths of.
Okay, so mine is a fridge filler one. Okay, because we all have gatherings, and we've got those friends who are starting to dip the toes into craft beer a little bit, but you don't want
piss in your sink.
Yeah, and piss in your sink and all
Everybody
that.
should piss in anybody's sink.
So
you can't be left for a confession.
At your gatherings, you want to fill your fridge up, but you don't want to be left with stuff that you don't want to drink. So your fridge fillers can be quite important, I think. So there's one place I go to get me decent enough quality fridge fillers, something that you can just grab and have a quick drink of whenever you want, and without it costing you a fortune either. So I nipped to Heron's Foods. I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. It's a great little place to grab a steal. 79 pence you can get a can of Camden Pale for. And if you go to a supermarket, you're paying what for one 4-pack? You're paying probably about $6.99, maybe $5.99, something like that. So for 79 pence, you can get a single can of Camden Pale. Just sweep them off the shelf. That's what I did the other day. I went in. There you go, in the basket. Took them all.
Clear the shelf.
Yeah. So that's the Camden Pales. Now, obviously,
this section isn't sponsored by Heron Foods, by the way. This is not a weekly beer from Heron Foods.
You do get.
If anybody wants a bag for life from there, we can. Got somebody that can send you
got
some
of them too.
You do get similar prices at B&M, by the way, but their availability is always different. Sometimes you find the Camdens at B&M as well. The other thing is, I knew that not all my friends are going to enjoy a Camden Pale, so I need some lager for him. So they've also got Camden Ales, same sort of price, 79p, or bottles. If people prefer bottles, you could get them really cheap as well. So I got the other day 2 4-packs of bottled Camden Ales, so 8 Camden Ales lagers, and I think it was 7, because I swept them all off the shelf, 7 Camden Pales for about 11 quid. Now that's not bad, is it? For all that beer. Fridge fillers. He'd
had 18 shots of Jägermeister at the time.
Yeah, there you go.
Smashed everyone as he took them out. So you paid for it.
I don't know if they're all around the country, but have a look out for an Heron's Foods near you. Not
got them discounted when he dented a few of the tins.
Microsoft went down 3 points.
Even cheaper.
Yeah, that's a good one, because Tesco do an aisle where the beers, like the seasonal beers, like they come to an end or they stop stocking them. They actually put them in the clearance section, and usually
Yeah.
you put them at £1.50 for a 440ml can. Keep your eye out for that.
I bought a can of North from our local Tesco's for £1.50. And we know how good North beer is. I got told by a bit of a little gem from Alder. So if anybody just likes lager and stuff, and I'm a bit of a sucker for a beer Moretta, if you go to Aldi and buy beer Mapelli, a 500ml bottle, £1.50. Yeah, look, he's got him.
The only reason I have this is because this is what somebody brought round at the weekend.
Crack
and
it
left
open.
in the fridge.
Oh,
I
you
can't.
don't
I'm
drive.
driving. Don't drive. I would do, but yeah. Is it good?
It just tastes like beer Moretta.
It's probably because it is the same as beer.
So if you just want a
They've
decent premium, if you want a decent premium lager,
it's like No More Nails and B&Q's own no nail glue. It's the same stuff, different label.
So there you go.
We're not sponsored by either of those companies, so don't worry about
it. And before I move on from Herons, at the minute, I don't know if it's still there, but at the minute they've had the and Union beers in as well. So you know the ones with like Friday, Thursday, Wednesday.
They tell you when to drink and beers.
Yeah, they do. One sec. We're on YouTube, might as well showcase them. One sec. Here we go.
Just in case, reach out to us.
There we go. Look, you got your Saturday, your Wednesday. I don't know what happened to Thursday, Friday.
It's Craig David, isn't it?
I was going to say Craig David.
It's good you haven't got a Monday one, else you'd have to drink that.
Yeah,
he has got a Monday one. You not got the Monday one?
No, I've got the Sunday one.
Sunday, Wednesday.
Took a for an and Union on Tuesday.
Also, but with that, 79p again, one of them's a 6.5%. There you go. Where else do you get that? Aaron's Foods.
You need a pound for a trolley when you walk by.
You do realise this time next week your Aaron Foods is going to be ransacked, and they'll be like, the stock levels won't be able to keep up with demand.
The Alien Audio Podcast, sponsored by Heron's Food.
Yeah. Get your free bag for life.
Did you have another one though, Dave?
No, just my beer. Just my beer Mapella.
Your beer Mapella. There we go.
Yeah,
but you did mention.
Go on,
you mentioned off air, didn't you? Your hookerbacks are currently on Tesco.
Hookerbacks.
Yeah.
Tesco's Club Card, £7 for 440ml bottle cans.
Well, there you go.
So,
Martin Brewis, money saving experts. There we go. Good stuff. Okay then.
okay.
Now then, it's time for.
We're going for the dirty glory, old Dave. You haven't had this.
Friday night and you're feeling in the mood. You've greased it up and you've applied the lube. So stick it in and pull it out. If you get a splinter, it'll probably make you shout. So I'm gonna look right through the glory hole. I'm gonna look right through the glory hole.
So, yeah, Jan's Box will be back next week, by the way. We've got a Jan's Box lined up for next week. But I didn't know how long shows are going to last, so I want enough material. I asked Glory Hole at last minute, send us a Glory Hole, will you, mate? Look through your Glory Hole, last minute, and he squeezed it in for us.
Wow.
He squeezed something through his hole.
He has. Yep. So, okay, so...
Hey, it's Kev here from the Glory Hole Garden Pub in Telford. Welcome to Through the Glory Hole.
Yep, so Through the Glory Hole. And it's not always going to be a pub shed. Sometimes it will be a pub shed. It will be a beer lover that we know. Or it could be a brewery. So here's clue number one for you. Remember, don't shout out the answer until we've had all the clues, but you can discuss what your thoughts are with each clue. So here we go.
I'm peering through the Glory Hole. What can I say this week? Well, I can tell you that this week you need to guess the brewery. We aren't in England this time. In fact, we're 10 miles across the border. Sean Gibson, who co-created Car Share with Peter Kay, is from here.
So if you caught that, but we're not in England, we're 10 miles across the border. And wherever this place is, Sean Gibson, who is the co-creator and star of Car Share. She's also been in something else recently, which was quite funny. Power of Parker. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that on BBC. Quite funny. If you want to watch it. Not sponsored by them either. But anyway, that's where she's from. She's from this particular location. So where could we be, do we think, so far? Without giving the answer you think it could be. Do you know where we could be if we're not in England? So it could
Wales?
be Wales. Could be in Scotland still.
Scotland.
So not much to go out there, is there? Really?
No.
Clue number 2.
This brewery began in 2018, but had a slightly different name to what it is now.
2018, this brewery was formed, but they've got a different name now to what they had originally. Well, slightly different, as you could hear Kev say. So, starting to get those thinking caps on. Yeah, I can see thinking away. Are you still? Are we saying Scotland? Are we saying Wales yet? We decided between them.
Just trying to think of anything that's 10 miles on the border. Not that my geography's any good. There's one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It could be. It's only because I'm staring at one of the original cans. They have released a new line of beers celebrating this old name, I think, as well.
Okay, let's have a listen to clue number 3.
2 of their famous beers are Floret and Spur.
Yeah. No, it is.
Andy's got it. Dave?
Not a clue.
Floret and Spur.
Polly's or Polybruco is what it was called before.
Well done if you've got it right. The brewery I was looking at through the glory hole this week was Polly's Bruco, based in Mold, Wales, formerly called Loca Polly.
Loca Polly, there you go.
Yeah, they're in Mold, aren't they?
Mouldy, yeah. This is the very first beer I had from them, and this is an old one, but this was the first time I'd had Galaxy hop in a beer, and the very first time I'd realised that it dries your bloody mouth out. It's a funny one, but yeah, that's original one. Look at
I do like Polly's.
I think that's where they got the idea for Rosa come from.
Their beers have definitely grown on me over time.
Yeah, that was my first beer from them, and that was probably the first one that was at like 6.5%, and I've gone, what that bloody hell?
Good stuff. So yeah, thank you to Kev for sending us that through. Like we said, we're back with Jan's box next week. But yeah, I think by a whisker, Andy, you've won the quiz today. Well done. It was a close one this week, though, wasn't it? So, not too bad. Right.
That was good.
I had a week's worth of extra research.
He was hoping like any questions around burgers or hot dogs or anything like that would crop up.
But I am going to I've got another holiday request to put in anyway. This is just a blind visit.
Another one?
Yeah.
Right. Are we ready for Pub Shed of the week?
Oh, yeah.
Pub Shed of the week.
Okay, so Pub Shed of the week then. And this is the One-Eyed Dog Pub. So the One-Eyed Dog Pub. Now, the reason that they are in this this time is because they are the next Pub Shed celebrity, aren't they? They're number 5 in the club. I don't know if you spotted that in the week. It's gone mad, isn't it? Now, the celebrity in question who visited their pub, I'll tell you what, I'll get to that in a minute. Because to be honest, it's not one that's overly familiar with me, but I know a lot of people know it is. Not for me, but a lot of people do know it is, and it's definitely got its celebrity status. But let's just tell you a bit about the Pub Shed first. So, yeah, I got in touch with them. Their dog is called, the pub's called the One-Eyed Dog, due to their dog, Willie. So they've got a dog called Willie. And, yeah, it's a one-eyed dog, a real one-eyed dog. He's a rescue, and he definitely knows that the pub is his. His sister, so their sister-in-law sent them a picture on Facebook of a backyard pub And then the neighbour begged them to do it. So their neighbour and their sort of, sister-in-law sending this image of another backyard pub got them to sort of create this, their own pub. And the idea was to create a friendly neighbourhood Irish pub. The friends love it and they use it all year round. And sometimes friends pop in even if they're not home. So it's been a hit. There you go. Come on, friends just turning up. Now, you don't want them pissing in your sink though, do you? Like we mentioned earlier on.
Maybe that's where it was.
So, yeah, obviously, Pub Shed Pets, they've got Willie, and sometimes his best friend Delilah comes to visit as well. And yeah, I got sent a nice picture. I mean, I can't click on it. It's one of them pictures you can only open once. So I can't even show you. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Not those pictures.
There might be some more in a second, but yeah. In addition to enjoying drinks, the one-eyed dog always has music playing. They've got guitars, bass, cello, and a cajon, which is a type of drum. Apparently, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Their playlist includes the Gaslight Anthem, Pearl Jam, and replacements for Jeff. And Asking Alexandria thrice and. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Are you reading this out loud?
I'm trying to.
Have you not practiced this yet?
And the replacements for Jeff and Asking Alexandria thrice and Duran for Crystal. There you go. Got it all out in the end.
Well,
they both love Jason Isbell as well. And Jeff broadcasts on Ferndale Radio. So Jeff is actually a little radio presenter as well. There we go. A local station that's on the web at ferndaleradio.com. Go check them out. So I asked about stories because I always like to find out the stories behind, behind these pub sheds sometimes, and if you've got anything to tell. One of their favourite stories is when they gave their neighbour, close friend Kevin, a key to the pub. They did it on his birthday and presented it similar to how a mayor gives a celebrity a key to the city. So he's the only person to have a key, another key, apart from the owners, obviously. On St. Patrick's Day, they were in Boston to see Dropkick Murphys, and Kevin and Jill had Ken, Kim, Mark, Debbie, and others over. And then they FaceTimed them so they could celebrate together. So they weren't even in their own pub shed at the time, but they FaceTimed back to the pub shed where the neighbours are in there, and their regulars are in there. So there you go.
Could you imagine just like being out and then your neighbours are just in your bar, just chilling?
I'd like to see that with your neighbours, Dave. We're not left.
They'd burn the place down.
But yeah,
no, it looks really good. I like the obviously called him Willie because of the Goonies. Amazing reference, obviously. One-eyed Willie.
Yes. It's a good-looking place, isn't it? It's a decent-sized place as well. A lot of these American places are really sort of big, aren't they, and stuff, in terms of, like, space.
Everything's bigger in America.
That's it. So...
Yeah, it's nice. The first picture you put on was, it looks amazing from the outside. It's, like, quite unassuming, isn't it? Just a green square box from the first picture. It's just like, yeah.
I quite like the wooden panelled behind the bar with the one-eyed dog in the gold writing.
Yeah.
I think that's quite cool.
Yeah, it's a very smart looking place. And like I said, they got onto Instagram last October, and they've kind of been a bit more active recently.
They've actually got their own on their keg line taps. The tap handles are their own as well.
Mm-hmm.
One-eyed dog. Looks pretty cool, that. And they've got a little chalkboard on the side of the tap handle to tell you what's on it.
Clever.
That is clever.
Very good. But yeah, great looking place, and you can see the famous one-eyed dog as well in the first post that they put on. The celebrity, by the way, is Brian Vander Ark, who is an American singer-songwriter known as the lead singer for the band The Verve Pipe. And yeah, they're a big band, released lots and lots of albums, very popular, particularly over in the States. Yeah, good stuff. So well deserves to be in the club. They've got like loads of albums and stuff. And Obviously not that, because I think they're probably a little bit more of like a sort of country sort of band. I think so.
I've just gone on Spotify because Pabs did send me the picture of it, the link of the first pipe, and said, "Is this a band that you've listened to?" And it's basically on Spotify. They're primarily known for their post-grunge blockbuster hit, "The Freshman." So straight after this podcast, I'm going to be putting it on, giving it a listen.
Yeah, well, they're a rock band. I thought they'd have added down for a country band, but actually they're a rock band, and they've been going a long time, like since 1992. So you can imagine they've got a big back catalogue to get through there, Dave. For you.
That's it. Yeah, that's my plan for the weekend then.
And they've had like hits up to sort of like number 5 in the charts and stuff like that in America. So yeah, they've had some big old songs up there. But well done, and thank you for giving us all that information. The One-Eyed Dog Pub. So that's the _1_eyed_dog
Under sky eyed.
Under the eye, underscore, underline.
You know what I mean?
Strike
You
through.
get the gist. Everything's got an underscore after it.
Underscore. That's it. There we go. Give them a follow. So, what we both up to at the weekend?
Prepping to go away. Packing, cleaning cars, chilling, and then first thing Monday morning, I'm off on my holidays.
Where are you going?
Tanuki.
Very good.
It's okay, Jim. Oh, he's going to leave you the key for the bar so you can pop in while he's away, just to make sure that everything is fine.
Well, I'm a regular down there now, so
yeah, you are. Yeah,
doing where I'm going.
You've got your own seat in the corner, I think.
With a bum like a shape to the sofa and just Jimbo.
It's a high chair, but it's got a
Yeah, Ava's borrowed it.
Yeah, Ava's borrowed it. High chair. She's taking it away for the weekend. Oh, you can't go then, mate. Chair's going to be gone.
So yeah, like I said, I'm going to put in a holiday request in. So this is just a flying visit. This one is
denied.
And then so hopefully going to visit a Vedant.
Yes.
Tap room type.
Go the one by the sea as well, Dave, if you can. I don't know if it's still open. You said it was only open for the summer.
There's a bar in Newquay called The Sink.
Yeah,
and they have 6 lines purely just for Vedant.
Yeah.
Or Verdant, however you want to pronounce it.
It's pronounced however you want to say it.
But yeah, so we might not venture to Falmouth this time and go to the brewery bar, but yeah, definitely going to visit that place.
Very good.
Cool.
We'll have a good couple of weeks and all that. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Hope you get some sunshine. Indian summer. It looks like we're having an Indian summer, so.
What's Indian about it?
That's what they call a late summer, Indian summer.
No, it's that hot. You have to have curry every night.
Yeah.
Andy,
I'm giving me liver a rest because I've had 3 hectic weekends on the bounce. So, and this one was kind of a top up and knock it on the head. So I might, if the weather holds for the rest of the week, I might never say never. Might sit in the bar and have maybe 1 or 2 on Friday, but won't be.
Well, it's also
much really
international break, innit? So there's no football either. Well, apart from international football, obviously.
Boring.
So yeah.
Well, Dave can go away. See. Basically, he boots it because Leicester lost for the first time this weekend. He's thrown his teddy out the pram. That's it. He was going to win every game.
I did say that if I'd have drawn Leicester in the Soccer Saturday this week, I told my mates I'll put the Leicester shirt on. Which I've got. Thank you for my Leicester shirt, Dave.
It's okay. I think you need to start putting these shirts up in the bar though. Just like you go on holiday in foreign countries, you go to bars and there's all scarves and football shirts everywhere.
I mean, he's got space. He's got space behind him there. We can see it, Dave. There's space there.
Have you even got a Sheffield Wednesday shirt in your bar?
Oh, I don't want to look at that.
I was going to say, what kind
He's
of
got a Sheffield United one, Dave. He's got a Sheffield United one. Just this side of the wall, it's a great big banner. It's this year's team photograph. It's massive.
Have not.
Call yourself a true supporter, eh?
Well, anyway. Yeah, probably.
He's going to watch. What's the name of the second oldest football team with a H? What are they called?
Hallam.
Hallam. You can see them at the weekend because they've got to be playing, aren't they?
Well, for me,
True Sheffield supporter would go to see his local team.
If I go my local list, the team that's the closest to me that's non-league is actually Penistone Church.
Oh, I bet they don't
Vicar
play Sunday
playing?
mornings.
I've been there. Hey, they're all right. They're only probably they're not far off the same level as Stockbridge Park Steels, where Jamie Vardy was.
Another one I don't know yet.
But yeah, but I've been. Sometimes non-league football's great. Little clubhouse, good beer, nice food. Sky Sports on.
Yeah, Sky Sponge.
That's fun.
Handley Town is the one here where people go nuts. When Stoke have previously not played, there's been known to have been 800 people turn up at Handley Town. Mad.
And I know whose yours is, Dave. Quorn.
Corn Football Club.
I was there the other week. There we go. Yeah.
Corn Football Club. Oh, Love for Dynamos. We've got Love for Dynamo. Hey up.
We're there. We're ready.
Right. Well, I best be going.
Get shopping in.
Well, I've got to sign something.
Sign your life away.
Yeah, I'll sign it in a
What's
minute.
happened? Has DPD turned up?
No,
DPD turned up, knocked on.
I've got to sign a. What is it?
Petition.
What does it make me? No, what does it make me? Something. Power of attorney for me, gran. I've got to sign something apparently. So.
Oh no.
But anyway, Dave, are we ready?
Born ready.
Second. What number are we having, Andy?
5.
5.
Dave's coming, Dave's coming, Dave's coming, Dave's coming, Dave's coming. With a shit beer fact.
Apparently, beer used to be illegal in Iceland from 1915 to 1989.
See you next time.
See you later.
Later.
Bye.